So we're carrying on with this today. We have to look here. Okay, so seeing as you guys didn't bring your protractors, we can't do pie charts. We'll do that tomorrow. Please bring your protractor tomorrow. Okay. If you don't have one, borrow from someone. If yours is broken, just bring the pieces. Yes. Yes, the half circle looking thing. Okay. So today what we're going to do something called scatter plots. So please move over to scatter plots and we'll come back to the other one. All right. So we're talking about scatter plots. Basically what we've done, we're taking our information and putting it onto graphs. Now, we know how to plot graphs, right? Do we know how to plot coordinates? Yes, we do, because we've done it in the previous chapters. All right. You know how to find a coordinate, or how a coordinate looks like. Remember, coordinates go x, y. Okay. So my coordinate A is going to be looking like that. All right. So in a scatter plot, we have a couple of things here. So we have a line of best fit. Okay, is the first part. Now, a line of best fit is basically the line you draw, okay, that is as close to the middle of all your points. Now, when I say middle of all the points, what's another term for that? To think data handling, what's the term for middle? The median, yes. And then if we have a whole lot of data, if there's a lot of data, we can find the average, right? And we know the average formula, okay? Sum of all the points divided by the number of points there are, all the population. Now, if you have a large enough data collection, if you have large enough population, your mean, your average, becomes your median. It becomes the same. Okay. And we already talked a bit about that. Okay. So, line of best fit, it's a linear straight line of curve. So we're going to have something that looks like this. Okay. So I'm going to draw something. So it's like that. And then I'm going to have a whole bunch of coordinates. Okay. So there's it there. Okay. My line of best fit is my line that touches always in the middle of most of my points. So do you agree that something like that would be my middle? Okay, my line of best fit. Because, okay, round about half of them are above the line and about half are below the line. We're finding the middle. It's a line of best fit. Okay, so it's also the median line. Okay, I want you to write that there somewhere. Median line, so you know what it is. Okay, scatter plots. Okay, so when we're talking about a trend, it's a correlation, positive or negative, strong or weak. Now, think back to...
Sorry to interrupt classes. If Leon Tony is in the building, please would you report to the office now?
Okay, what in straight line graphs were positive and negative? What was, think about straight lines. We have y equals mx plus c. Now what is going to be sometimes positive, sometimes negative, sometimes big, sometimes small? Huh? Your m value, your gradient. If you have a positive gradient or negative gradient, do you think this line of best fit is a positive gradient or negative gradient? It's a positive gradient, okay? Do you think this is a strong or weak? Well, we don't know. But if we can find what the gradient is, do you agree? What's the way we can find gradient? Two ways. Rise over run and? There we go. So gradient is equal to y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, or we can say rise over run. So if I tell you that this is moving that many coordinate, it's going 5 units that way, and it's going 3 units that way. Okay, what is my gradient here going to be? My gradient is going to be 3 over 5. Is it a positive or negative gradient? Positive. We know positive goes in that direction line. Is that a steep or a shallowish fraction? Okay, so do you think it's a steep one? How many units are we going up by 3 for every 5 along? It's less than a 1-to-1. Okay, so this is roughly, some of the low stairs in the building. Okay, so it's not too steep, it's not too shallow. What's an example of a steep one? Is this a steep or shallow gradient? Let's say steep gradient. Is this a steep or shallow gradient? Shallow gradient. All right. Okay. So we're talking about, we know what a positive gradient, positive trend, a negative trend, positive graph, negative graph, what is strong, what is weak. So this is all lines, okay, straight lines that we've already done. All right. Now, the next first part of this, what is this? Outlier. Well, what did we discuss what an outlier is? Does not follow the trend line of the data. So if we have to take the trend line, okay, oopsie, no, I just want that one there, okay, and I'm going to, so I've plotted there, and then I've got a couple, and I've got that dot there. You see, there's it there. What? Do you agree that is an outlier because it is much further away from where the trend line is? Okay, do you agree? So remember, we talked about what an outlier is when we took the average of all our ages, put them together. It was found me to be the outlier because my age is much more than you guys. Okay, so it was pulling my average away. So this is my outlier. It's far away from the trend line. So do you understand all these concepts? This is just revision of all the stuff we've already kind of done already. Okay, you guys good? Can we move? All right. So in here, so a group of 12 learners was asked to measure the arm span. So arm span is from fingertip to fingertip. Fingertip to fingertip. So it's your arm span like that. I've got a bit of a larger one because I'm tall. If your wingspan, okay, or your arm span should be basically your height as well. We can measure, we can do some fun, yeah. So you go like that to there, that should be basically where your height is as well. Okay. So a group of 12 learners was asked to measure their arm span. Okay. The data was gathered. Okay. Let's look at that. There's arm span in centimeters, height in centimeters, okay. Provide a heading and represent the data as a scatter plot on the grid provided. So there's my grid. Okay. So they put this here first. They said the arm span as my x-axis and my height as my y-axis. Now generally from NS, do you remember what goes on the x-axis? Pardon? What goes on your x-axis usually? Your independent variable, because I changed the independent variable on the x-axis. Okay, so the thing that they measured was your arm span. Okay, the result of that, or what was related, the dependent, was the height. So let's have a look at this. So the arm span of the first child here was 156, and the height in centimeters was 162. So provide a heading and represent the data as scatter plot. So what we're going to put here, what's my heading going to be? What do you think my heading is? Okay, that's a good start. Okay, scatter plot showing, okay, arm span, okay, and height, okay, of learners. Okay, that's bad spelling there, but it's fine, we move. So let's go to here. So the first one, so this data here goes together, Okay, my arm span is my X, my height is my Y. So let's put it all in there in the coordinates. So look, the first one, 156 and 162. So we're going to find 156, 155. So the 156 is over there. Okay. And then we're going to go up 156. And we're going to where? What's the height? It's going to have 162. So the height of 162. So there's 160, 1, 2. There's it there. So that there is my first dot. All right, do you understand? Okay. So then we're going to go with the next one. Previous one. Oh. Okay. No. What's going on here? Okay, sorry. So, over here. So there we found our first point. Okay. So we're going to go back to the next one now. Okay. Now we're going to do the next one. So the arm span of 157 and a height of 160. So we're going to find 157. Okay, so that's 155 over there. So 156, 157, and a wingspan of 170. So we're going to 160. So we're going to put it there. 157, 60. So there's it there. Okay. Do you see what we're doing? We are taking our points, okay, and you're marking them down on our scatter plot. Okay. Let's make it a bit bigger. Let's go big. All right. So then we're going to take the next one. 160 arm span and 155 height. So the arm span of 160 and 155 height. Okay. Then we take the next one. 161 arm span and height of 160. So 161 and 160. Okay. Then 162 arm span, height of 170. So 162, 170. So where's 170? Up there. No, there we go. Okay. So plot the rest of the points there. 170, 170. Okay. So we're going to find 170. We're going to follow up to 170. And about there. Okay, 177, 176, 177, 75, 77. Okay, up to 176. Up, over there. Okay, 184 and 180. 184 is over here. So I'm going to go up to 180. I'm going to read it off. Anyone struggling? You getting it? There we go. 188, 187. Okay. 188 is over there. 187, 187 is over there. 188, 180, 192. 92 is over there. Okay, the last one, 194 and 193. 194 arm span. Okay, and 193. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Does your scatter plot look a little something like that? All right. So, now we're going to draw a line of best fit for this scatter plot. So, what kind of line is this? It's a straight line. So, we're going to take our ruler, okay, and we're going to find the points where we're going to make a line, okay, a straight line, where we get as close to as many of the dots as we can, okay, as close to the many dots as we can. So I'm going to draw a line in here, okay, let's say roughly over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to adjust it around a bit until I have as many points on there as I can. Alright, so mine's going to look something like that. Okay, yours is going to, it's all up to a little bit up to interpretation, but it should be something like that. Alright. So there's 1, 2, 3 on there, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out, 1, 2, 3, 4 out. So that's a very good line there. Okay, any questions about that? All right, so that's my line. So would you expect a person with below average arm span to be below average in height? Give a reason for your answer. So let's interpret what we got here. Let's read this graph. Is this a positive or negative graph? Positive. So, because it is a positive, okay, oh, it's a bit thick there, let me put it down again. Because it is a, no, one more. Okay, let's go, there we go. Because it is a positive graph, okay, it has a positive gradient, therefore that means there's a positive, okay, correlation. Okay, so a correlation means if one thing is positively correlated to the other, therefore the other one is more likely to be as well. So do you agree, the bigger your arm span gets, okay, the more likely the taller you are. Do you agree? Because we have a positive correlation. So if they're asking the question here, would you expect a person with below average arm span to be below average in height? Give a reason. So if they're below average in a arm span, so they're on the low end here, do you expect them to have a high height or a short height? You're going to have a short one. So if they're below average in height, okay, they're going to have a below average in arm span. Okay, so would you expect? Yes. Give a reason, okay? Positive, okay? Correlation, okay? Of arm span to height, okay? So there's a positive correlation of the arm span to the height. So again, if they have a below average arm span, they have a below average height. Okay. You guys understand? Any questions? Just yours. Okay. Pardon? Go back to the graph. Okay. Okay, any questions? Okay, so scatter plots, all we've done, we've taken information, we've put it into coordinates. Okay, we have an x and a y coordinate. Okay, and then we're going to put a line of best fit is the line that touches or is close to as many of the points as possible. All right, so I want you to take out a piece of paper, okay, because it's now all in your workbooks. take out your workbooks, and we're going to do this example in class. Now, it's for homework, okay? Your homework there, it's in the book, okay? No, not that. Okay, there's your homework, okay? And we're going to start it now. So, if you don't have your textbook, we're going to look up on the board. So, first thing, we're going to look at it now, okay? Learners, 1, 2, A, B, C, D, F, G, all there, okay? So the table below gives the percentages obtained by learners in the same class for the subjects home language and first additional language. The percentages are paired per learner, okay? So we are going to make home language, okay, my X, and my first additional language, my Y, okay? Which now we're going to ask there. So draw a scatter plot. So we're going to draw a scatter plot with this information. Okay. So we're going to take that and we're going to draw a scatter plot. Just going to copy it over there. I'm just going to put it up here so I can see. All right. So we're going to draw a scatter plot. Now, drawing a scatter plot, we need to be accurate. So we're going to have exactly so much like that, so much like that. Okay, so what is my heading going to be? It's a scatter plot, okay, showing relationship, yeah, between, okay, home language, okay, and first additional. Okay, language. So we already said I'm going to put my home language as my X, home language. Whoopsie, that's not for language. Language, all right. And we're going to say my first additional language over here. Okay, so we're going to look here. So we're going to have a look. These are all in percentages. So we're going to take percentages here. Okay, and we're going to split it up. So we're going to say with a ruler, we're going to draw up my scale. So it's going to be start from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on and so forth. Okay, we're going to use our ruler. Okay, so we're going to measure exactly all the points. Yeah, you can use it. That's a very good idea. 1 centimeter equals, so we're going to use the scale here. Okay, from left to right, 1 centimeter equals 10%. Okay. Okay. And then again, I'm going to do the other way here. 0, 10. So yeah, so 1 millimeter is equal to 1%. Okay, because 10, pardon? 10 millimeters is equal to 10%. Because there's 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. Uh-huh.
And 1 centimeter is equal to 10%.
Uh-huh. Yes, so yeah, exactly. There we go. You found yourself. 1 millimeter is 1%. Okay. So I'm going to mark 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm going to stop at 90 bits there, but you should go up to 100. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to now draw a scatter plot. So we're going to take our information, Okay, and put it there. So the home language here, so the first one, the first learner, got 84%. Okay, I'm gonna make this a bit bigger so you can see it. Okay, so the first learner there got 84 for home language and 84 for first additional. Who got 84 for home language? There we go. And who got more? Who got more than 84 for home language? Who got less than 84 for home language? Who got who got who got less than 20% for home language? For home language, yo. Mm. Okay, so we're going to say 84 is over here, okay, between the 80, and then we're going to go up 84. It's going to be somewhere there. Okay, now we're going to use our ruler to find this. Okay, I'm doing this freehand. Okay, next one. So this is A. Do you see there? That's A, point A. So next one, home language of 20. So here's it here, and 44. Okay, 86. 90, 50, 38, 50, 30. Okay. What's wrong? Okay, like that. Okay, so we did A, we did B, we did C. Let's see over there. We do it in different colors so we can see. There we go. There we go. There's A, there's B, okay, C, D. Okay, E 56 and 70. So 56 but there, and 70 is going to be somewhere there. Okay, we're using our ruler. 36. Okay, 68 over here. 68, 66. So that's somewhere there. So we're using our ruler to find these points. Okay, 78. Okay, so we've got my scatter plots there. Okay, we've got my lines. So we've put in our home language and our first additional language. Okay. So draw a scatter plot. Okay, so to find the line of best fit, we have to take our ruler and we have to make sure it covers as many points as possible. Now, I have a ruler here, I'm going to show you the broom. Right, so when you're drawing our line, we're not going to stick it hard or something like that. Because do you agree, our line of best fit, okay, it's also our median line, so it needs to be in the middle of our data points. So you see, if I put it like that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that side, and nothing on the bottom side. Okay, so you have to squeeze it in and try and touch and have as many points as allowed. So it would go something like that. So hold your ruler up, you're going to set it like flat, you look like that, look up, okay, somewhere there. Wow, slow down. Right. Okay, so we're going to draw the line of best fit. Okay, we're going to, on our ruler, we're going to find where it is. Okay, and it's going to look, going to touch, try and get as many points on in between as possible. Okay, let's adjust this one around. There we go. All right. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the dot. I've got 3 below and 3 above. That's good. Right. Okay, so we've drawn a line of best fit through the points. Now, are we going to say, is this a positive or negative correlation? Is this a positive or negative? It's a positive line of best fit. So therefore, it's a positive correlation. Okay. So they're asking you, describe the association obtained. So describe, we're going to use words. Okay. So it is a positive, okay, correlation, okay, and therefore, what does that mean? Positive correlation, okay, positive line graph, so positive trend, okay, so it's a positive trend, okay. So, what does that mean in words? Who can describe what this means in words? A positive trend in this graph. Look at this graph here. What's the heading? It's a scatter plot showing the relationship between home language and first additional. So, therefore, we can say, because it's that, okay, we expect if higher marks, okay, for home language, okay, what do we expect? We expect, are we going to expect higher, same, lower marks? Okay, high, middle, low marks for the first additional. We expect, it's the same high mark, we expect higher marks for first additional language. Okay, so we saw that there because look, it's a positive trend line. So because there's more, it goes up. So the higher percentage you get for home language, we expect there's a trend you're going to also get higher marks for my first additional language. Okay, so can you say the learner who has a low score in home language will most likely obtain a low score in first additional language? Okay, yes. Why? Because it is a positive trend. It's a positive correlation. All right. Okay. Do you have any questions about that? No questions. Okay, we'll just check there. Okay. Okay, cool. So you got your homework. I'm going to put it up on the board again and you can carry on. And if you finish it now, you have less